Do the gears go at the front wheel or the back wheel?
Give yourself momentum.
That was hard work. It looks like we're training for another event. So on the 31st of December, I signed up for the Luxembourg 70.3 Ironman event. This is 1.9k of open water swimming, 90 kilometers of rolling hills on the bike, and then a half marathon on the legs to finish it off. The event is on the 13th of July, so which gives us exactly 9 weeks to train. I did sign up to this before I'd start my marathon block, so I probably should have given myself more time to train, but this is gonna be ridiculously hard. This will be the hardest thing I've ever done, without a shadow of a doubt, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited to take you lot on the journey with me. Before we get started on this series, I just want to say a big thank you to Brownlee Fitness. As you know, triathlon legends Johnny Brownlee and Alistair Brownlee, they've set up a business which provides triathlon training plans for all sorts of athletes, whether you're a beginner, whether you're someone more advanced. I'm obviously a complete beginner. So they've provided me a training plan for my swimming and my cycling. Of course, as usual, all of my running coaching will be coming through Runner. Every Wednesday, I'll be bringing you training vlogs, as usual, like I did with Paris. Now, you may notice something a bit different about this channel. I've changed the name of it. I've done a full post about why I've rebranded over on my Instagram. I'll share it into my YouTube community as well, but I'll leave a link to that below. As you can see, it's my actual name now, Callum Goddard. The podcast is also taking a little bit of a break whilst I rebrand it. It will be back better than ever. I'm hoping in about a month. Okay, let's get training for this event. The time has come. It's time to build my bike. I'm someone who's a complete beginner. I have never ridden a road bike with cleats before. I have never done anything of the sort in this sport, and now I'm gonna build my own bike. So I could really struggle here. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. This is the box we're dealing with. Let's have a look inside. I'm so excited to see this. Okay, so I think they've sent me some wheel bags, I think he said. I assume that's what that is. What is in here? We've got a wheel. I don't know what to take out next. I am gonna be so lost when it comes to building this. Okay, they've attached the frame to the wheel here. Oh, I'm so excited to see this. Look how light this is. What else we got in here? The saddle here. The fact that I've got to sit on that for 90 kilometers is insane. I can't get over how light it is. It's gonna be a good learning experience for me, I might actually learn how to do some important manly things. It's beautiful, man. It's black with like a really nice gold print on it, and it's kind of speckled. How to set up your first road bike.
So you've just got your hands on your very first bike. How exciting.
All right, so that goes in that side at least, we know that. Do the gears go at the front wheel or the back wheel? Let's have a look at this real quick. I'd rather read Brazilian, I think, out of the two. Easy to understand. I'm such an idiot. This was a plastic thing blocking it from going in. I thought it was part of the bike. Now, the thing with the back I'm confused about is the gears.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove your rear wheel from your bike. If you've got a disc brake bike, a rim brake bike, a through axle or quick release, we're going to cover it all, so let's get to it.
Stress. Got everything about this bike is just terrifying me right now. Is this like the wrong way around or something? Is it upside down and that's supposed to go the other way around?
Alright, so I've just received a decathlon order, which has got a few bits that I need for cycling. I got a lot of help here from Dan Jones, obviously, you know Dan. Huge cyclist, really great content creator. And he just sent me a few recommendations to what I need to get. So it's Van Rysel stuff. First up, I've got a Van Rysel helmet. This one I think was £80. Now, I could have gone for a less advanced one, but I thought I'm gonna want a decent spec one for the race anyway, so there's no point buying twice. So I think this is, I'll tell you the exact model this is. I got a medium one because I actually do have quite a small head. Okay, here we go. RCR Van Rysel helmet. It was $79.99. It's the MIPS one, MIPS. I'm probably gonna sound like a complete idiot to people who know what they're talking about. Let's see if this actually fits my head. Oh yeah, no it does. That looks good. It feels good as well. Right, so I've got that. And then next up we have, this is the base layer. Yeah, ordered a Van Rysel base layer just to go underneath. I did get some, I'll show you as well, but I got some spare bib shorts. So the base layer was a tenner, and then the bib shorts were just Decathlon Zone, £30, 80 quid on the helmet, and then the final thing and the most expensive thing was, of course, my shoes. These again obviously are Van Rysel as well. Kind of adopted the same mindset with these as I did the helmet. I went pricier because I knew that I'd want a certain quality for doing a race like the half Ironman. So these were 100 quid. Dan did tell me I need to get white shoes. So that's that. Also, I'll show you some other clothing that I've got. So I got sent some really cool bits from a cycling brand called Dea Studios. They make some really sick recycled cycling clothing. So I have this brown jersey here. So it's got their studios there on the front, and then on the back it's got these 3 pockets, which I've heard are pretty essential when you're out on rides. Honestly, it's so funny because I know nothing about all of this, so I'm just taking it off recommendations from people. They sent me some navy blue bibs, so obviously I've got a black and a navy set now, which is sick. And then they sent me a pair of their socks as well, which feel like running socks. So it's quite good to know that I can probably just use running socks underneath my cycling shoes. Did buy a 10.5 in the cycling shoes. I've heard they fit pretty true to size, so I didn't need to size up. So yeah, that's the bits that I've got. Oh, we are so back. We are so back. It's the first session of the half Ironman block. Now, of course, with all the running training I'm doing, I'm using Runner again. I got a new pair of the New Balance 1080 V14s. When I was hosting the Run Limited events a few weeks back, I had to be all New Balance. So yeah, they gave me these shoes, which is very kind of them. Otherwise, I was rocking up my Evo SLs. Gonna head out now, 7.5k easy. Feels nice to be back on a plan. I'm excited. So as I said, the reason I've signed up to this race is because I really don't like not having races on my calendar. Now, I've got stuff on my calendar later on in the year which I haven't yet discussed, but for the summer I had nothing really of significance that I could really build towards, and I thought with this added time, why not learn a bunch of new skills? Luckily, I'm not having to learn swimming. I used to swim loads as a kid. I probably used to swim 2-3 times a week after school, and I really did love it, unlike a lot of kids growing up. Probably until the age of like 15, I'd say. I was a bit of a chubby kid, but I still ended up being pretty handy at swimming, so I'm not going in completely fresh, which is good. And yeah, to be honest, out of all the disciplines, it's the one I'm most excited about. You know what though, despite the fact I've run 2 marathons in April, I have felt a bit lost with my training because that's essentially 2 tapers. So obviously Paris was the A goal, so my taper was proper serious for that. And then between London and Paris, I was just conscious on recovery. I was just really wanting to make sure that I was giving myself and my body the best possible chance to get around the course in one piece. So I think I ran like 20k between the 2 marathons, absolute max. So I've had no real direction to my running, which makes me really excited to start a new plan and properly get back into it. You do almost rely on that structure, and without it I don't function as well. I'm less organised, I'm less productive, and now with a massive life change like leaving my full-time job where I'm essentially relying on my own ability to be strict with myself, it's so important to have something like this. Some people might think, oh, just relax, like you don't necessarily need to jump straight back into it, but that's just the way I work personally. Everyone's different. I need that structure, I need that end goal. I'm really excited for it, I can't lie. We did 7.5k, 42 minutes of moving. 70% of it in zone 2, which is great. Average pace of 5:38, so happy with that. Oh, the day's off to an awful start. Overslept my alarm, didn't I? I set an alarm for 5:50. I had a swimming slot for 7 a.m. and it's a half-hour walk away. So I set for 5:50, giving myself maybe 10 minutes to like get out of bed and then 25 minutes to get ready to leave, okay? I decided that 5:50 was way too early, so I was gonna, in the moment, set myself a new alarm for 6:10, only an extra 20 minutes, and then that alarm never went off because I clearly never pressed save. I'm annoyed because then I was like, I literally woke up. But anyway, it's now like 7:45 and we're gonna walk to the leisure centre and see if they have any spots to just let me in, because I need to have a swim. I'm getting coached by Brownlee Fitness. You'll probably recognise that name. Johnny and Alistair Brownlee, the Olympian brothers, yes, the triathletes. Obviously all of my running coaching is still coming from Runner, but Brownlee Fitness have kindly offered to coach me in the pool and on the bike. So yeah, I'm buzzing with that. Got my first session in the pool with them today. I'll just quickly run you through the pre-swim nutrition. Now, no official breakfast, but we've got a Cadence core bar, yeah, 40 grams of carbs, 400 grams of sodium, got banana as well, and then my coffee. For those wondering what the Cadence core bars look like inside, it literally looks like a Squares bar. Okay, so my session for today is 47 minutes of swimming. My warm-up's 400 meters, just light, front crawl, whatever. And then the main set, so after that I'll do 20 seconds of rest. So then for the main set it'll be 200 meters, so it's 4 times 50 meters of work. And then we do that 4 times, and then for the cool down, a 50 meter backstroke, 100 meters front crawl, 50 meters kicking, and 100 meters front crawl. Looking forward to it. It's a nice little pool. So yeah, genuinely, it's been about 12 years since I've done laps in a pool. That's a lie. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done laps in the pool, but before that I hadn't done them for about 12 years. was hard work. First official swim session of the block done, and that was 2k. I was supposed to do 1.9, but I was kind of the other end of the pool. I did 1925, but I was at the other end of the pool. I was like, well, I don't want to do 1950 because I'm 50 meters off doing 2k. So I was like, all right, I'll do 4 more lengths to get me to the other end of the pool and get me over 2,000. My overall pace was 1 minute 53 per 100. However, I feel like there was something wrong with the GPS, because even when I was going much slower, it would say the same speed as I was going when I was doing faster reps. So yeah, a bit confused about that. I was doing essentially 400 meter sets with like a 20-30 second rest in between. To be honest, I'm such a novice in the disciplined swimming area. The main thing is my technique's there, get the strength back up in the pool, and then we'll be good to go. Good morning. Need to allow this trim. This bed head's ridiculous now. I got a haircut on Tuesday. So a very exciting one today. It's time for my first ever outdoor bike ride. I've got the Lycras on, man. I feel quite restricted. I'm incredibly nervous. I haven't practiced the cleats that much. The only time I've used them is in my bike fit, so I'm a bit apprehensive about what's gonna happen. But I'm going out with Izzy's dad. He's a big cyclist. He's a gravel cyclist, so he's got a different type of bike. But we're doing a road route. I don't know what sort of distance we're doing. I think we're gonna go out for a couple of hours and see how we feel. But yeah, just literally this morning announced the Ironman on my Instagram. Yeah, everyone's excited for fucking mate, this hair. Right, no more bedhead. Yeah, this morning I announced the Ironman, and the reaction's been sick. Everyone's excited to see the journey. I am so shit scared. The bike element of this race and this training block, I'm so terrified of. I have bought a turbo trainer. I'll show you when we're back in London. We are in Bournemouth right now at Izzy's family home. Well, it's her dad's place. Look, I'm just gonna take you along with me and see how we go. What I've got with me, I've got Dea Studios on. These guys kindly gifted me this outfit. I think I showed it earlier in the video. 2 bottles. I've got one with electrolytes in and one with just water in. I feel like such a fraud, Mark. All this gear and absolutely no idea.
I bet you'll be fine.
Right.
You fraud.
Absolute fraud. So what would you recommend putting in first?
Don't matter. Which one ever. I always put the right foot in, because I always take the left foot out, because that's the curb side.
Right, so in there.
Yeah.
Do I need to get both in to practice unclipping?
No, just unclip that one now.
Okay, yeah. And that'll be just right.
Yeah.
I never just find my pedals though.
That's all, yeah, but you won't. It's the first time you've done it, isn't it?
Oh my God. There you go. Now I feel like when I'm moving forward, it's easier to get in.
Okay. No, because you're uphill. Give yourself momentum. You got to give yourself momentum.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what happens then is that you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you all right?
Yeah.
Luckily, you landed on grass. Just check your bike.
Yeah, I mean we're a bit scratched up on the thingy. But...
Yeah, so it's all right. So yeah, it's a bit like riding a bike is easy when you've got momentum. It's very difficult when you're very slow.
So we've come to a quiet road. It didn't start off well. I fell off twice, and the cleats are going to be so hard, but I guess it's new, so now I'm shit scared. But I know for a fact as soon as I hear a car, it'll freak me out.
Remember, the slower you go, the harder it is to keep balance.
Yeah. Just practicing in and out. I'm so terrified. I almost don't want to go. I never managed to get my left one back in, so I just sort of cycle with one cleat. Well, I feel better now, already. Oh my God, we're 10k in, I've just climbed that. It doesn't look big on camera, but I'm spent. We're getting the hang of it though. All right, just stop for a little coffee. I need to pause my watch. No, we're 20k in, we've just started again, and we've got a bit lost. Mark is trying to navigate us back. We've got it's gonna take us 50 minutes, so we're 9.6 miles away from the van. Much nicer than East London, isn't it? I tell you what, I can see why people get a bit obsessed with this. Right, all done. 35 kilometers on debut. Very happy with that. I was shit scared at first, I can't lie. I couldn't get out of the cleats. Look, fuck. I couldn't get out the cleats to start with. Kept falling over. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get the hang of this. And then once I set off, I was like, cool, this is fine. left foot out at a junction, kept it hovered, and then just put it onto the floor. So I think I only fell off once, and that was when I took my water bottle out. But I was stationary, so all good. But yeah, very happy with that hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, how'd I get on, Mark?
No, you've got on well. You're a strong lad. You're doing the cycle bit, no problem at all. As soon as you get used to the cleats, you'll be all right. And with no time at all, you won't even be looking. You'll just be cleating in and out.
Yeah, it's like muscle memory, isn't it?
I remember not long ago when I was started on cleats, and it's just unnatural.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it feels weird because you're attached to something and you've never been attached to it before.
Yeah.
And going quick's fine, but it's when you're slowing down and then
You feel the wobble.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy with that. Love the bike. Bit of gear that's way too good for me, but future proofing, that's what we're doing, that's what I'll say.